Welcome, history enthusiasts, to another journey into the past, where legends collide with truths and myths dissolve into reality. Today, we uncover the gripping saga of Johnny Ringo, a figure often overshadowed by Wild West icons like Jesse James and Wyatt Earp, yet whose life embodies the unvarnished brutality of frontier existence. From his respectable beginnings in Indiana to his infamous alliances and eventual mysterious death, Ringo's story is a stark reminder of the complexities behind the myths of the Old West. Together, we'll traverse the landscapes that forged him, unravel the violent feuds that defined him, and delve into the questions that linger over his demise. Stay tuned for the twists and turns of this outlaw's life. We'll be looking at pivotal moments such as the Mason County War, his entanglement with the Clanton Gang in Tombstone, and his enduring reputation as the King of the Cowboys. And at the end of this video, I want to hear from you, villain, victim, or something in between. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Chapter 1, Respectable Roots and a Fateful Turn. Johnny Ringo's story begins far from the dusty streets of Tombstone in the verdant farmlands of Indiana, where he was born in 1850 to a family of standing and respectability. His early years were unremarkable but took a dramatic turn when his family moved to California. It was here that young Ringo began to drift, caught between the promises of a stable life and the lawlessness of the frontier. At just 19, Ringo found himself in Texas, a land where survival often meant learning to wield a gun. This was not the Texas of cowboys in white hats, but a ruthless frontier where justice was often dictated by whoever was quickest on the draw. Ringo's sharp mind, coupled with his burgeoning gunfighting skills, quickly earned him a reputation, both feared and respected. Coming up, we'll dive into the event that solidified Ringo's place in history, the bloody Mason County War. But first, ask yourself this: how does a young man, educated and full of promise, choose a path of violence? Chapter 2, The Mason County War, Lawlessness Unleashed. The Mason County War of 1874 to 1876 was not just a feud. It was a violent eruption of chaos in a land where the legal system was as fragile as the frontier itself. Ringo, alongside the notorious Scott Cooley, became deeply entrenched in the bloodshed. This conflict, sparked by tensions between Anglo settlers and German immigrants over cattle theft accusations, devolved into a deadly cycle of vengeance. Ringo's involvement showcased his willingness to embrace violence as a tool of survival and power. But it also highlighted a fractured legal system that, despite arresting him, allowed him to walk free. Why were his charges dismissed? Corruption, fear, or perhaps alliances with those in power? These questions paint a chilling picture of a man navigating a society where morality and law were fluid concepts. Next, we'll follow Ringo to Tombstone, where his alliances and rivalries would pit him against some of the most legendary figures of the West. Chapter 3, Tombstone and the Clanton Gang. By the late 1870s, Johnny Ringo had made his way to Tombstone, Arizona, a town poised between law and chaos. Here, he joined forces with the Clanton Gang, a group infamous for their cattle rustling and violent confrontations with lawmen. Ringo's relationship with the Clantons positioned him as a direct adversary to the Earp brothers and Doc Holliday. The tensions between these factions culminated in the gunfight at the OK Corral, a legendary shootout that remains a focal point of Wild West lore. While Ringo was not present at the infamous gunfight, his enmity with Holliday led to some of the most dramatic moments in Tombstone's history. The volatile dynamics between these men, lawmen and outlaws alike, blurred the lines of justice and villainy. Coming up, we'll explore Ringo's darker reputation as the King of the Cowboys and the events that made him one of the most feared men in the West. Chapter 4, King of the Cowboys, Myth and Reality. Unlike outlaws romanticized for their charm or rebellion against injustice, Johnny Ringo was known primarily for his deadly efficiency and unwavering antagonism toward law enforcement. His nickname, King of the Cowboys, was a testament to the fear he commanded rather than any admiration. But what drove Ringo to such extremes? Was it a thirst for power, a desire for control, or something deeper? Perhaps a need to carve out an identity in a world where survival often came at the cost of morality. We'll compare Ringo to his contemporaries, like Jesse James and Billy the Kid, to better understand how his story fits within the broader tapestry of outlaw legends. Then, we'll uncover the mystery surrounding his death, a mystery that continues to baffle historians and enthusiasts alike. Chapter 5, Mysterious Death. On July 13, 1882, Johnny Ringo's life came to an abrupt and puzzling end. Found beneath a tree with a gunshot wound to the head, his death was officially ruled a suicide. Yet, speculation swirls to this day. Was he killed by Wyatt Earp or Doc Holliday? Or was it an act of despair from a man weary of his own legend? Forensic evidence from the scene provides tantalizing clues, but no definitive answers. In this final chapter, we'll piece together the theories, examining everything from the official reports to the folklore that has grown around his demise. And as we conclude, you'll have the chance to weigh in. What do you think happened to Johnny Ringo? In conclusion, Johnny Ringo's story is not one of redemption or heroism. It is a tale of survival, violence, and a man navigating the harsh realities of the Wild West. But it's also a reminder that history is rarely black and white. So, what do you think? Was Johnny Ringo a villain shaped by his times, a victim of circumstance, or something far more complex? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed uncovering this darker chapter of the Wild West, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Your support helps us continue bringing history's unsung villains and heroes to life. Follow us on social media for more updates, behind-the-scenes content, and a chance to suggest the next story we'll explore. Until next time, this is Arthur Winslowe signing off. Let's keep history alive.